Aloha and good evening. Well, oh, hey Cindy, hey Misty, Marcella, KG Kev, Leanie Bobini. Um, well, if the people who are in the side chat now already know, the fat man in a can is trying to make a comeback. Now, I had a conversation with somebody. Hey, Ricardo, aloha. Oh, that's what I forgot. Oops, my bad. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Robert. But I'm going to talk about a couple of different things. Him, Richie Rich. I got a few words for that boy, and then touch just quickly on the other school children who, you know, some people just don't have a clue. It's amazing how people can sit and comment on people who aren't necessarily the sharpest tool in the shed. Hey, Jan, aloha. Sharon, Donna, aloha. Brandon, aloha. I think it's pretty sad that they take advantage of somebody who doesn't cope well with certain things, and they act like a bunch of little, boys in the locker room kind of thing. I'm just gonna say this. The people over there in skid marks are ridiculous. I don't even want to talk about them anymore, really. But Richie Rich, I got a little bit of information there for you. You might want to quit threatening people that you're going to serve court papers on them. Because I think you're the one who's going to be receiving court papers before anything that you do. And like I've always said on this channel, the truth is not hate. The truth is not slander. You cannot change the truth. It's unchangeable. You may try to bluff your way through. You may try to baffle your way through. You may even want to bullshit people through. But the best thing you can do for yourself there, Richie Rich, is just shut up. Because we all know you're lying because your mouth is moving. And I am so sick and tired of people babying you and listening to you. If you wanted to quit YouTube, then quit YouTube. Don't blame your troubles on YouTube. None of us would know anything if you didn't tell us. So therefore, the only person you have to blame for the situation that you're in is yourself. I know, novel thought, isn't it? All right, to the main event. I don't even know where to start. I really don't. You just can't make this shit up. And I was talking to somebody earlier today, and we were talking about ELBO and his comeback. My first thought is, well, we do need somebody to try to entertain us, which we do get a lot of laughs out of him. And I'm not advocating his presence on YouTube. But what I will say is that, it might be a real boring summer if we don't have the fat man in the can roasting his ass off in Chicago when it's 90 degrees and 90% humidity and his generator quits or the AC quits. We won't know if he doesn't have a channel. We won't know. We won't be able to laugh at him. So I guess what I'm trying to say is there's worse. There's worse people on YouTube than him. And when I thought that it couldn't get any worse than him, here comes along Richie Rich. He filled the void. Hold on. I'm making myself laugh tonight. So then we had Richie Rich to laugh about all through winter, and now it's back to summer again, and he can never get remonetized because as soon as that happens, he will be taken down. But who's to say that, just, hey, Steve, aloha. Yeah, exactly, Leanie. We won't know these certain things that happen to him in life unless he has a platform. And I, not that I'm getting bored or anything, but I really don't. I'm not going to go. There's a whole other side of bullshit going on that I don't have nothing to do with. That is just, I see. I'm speechless. I don't get this way. But seeing him sweating his balls off in 90 degrees, 90% humidity, when he's trying to sleep because he works nights, and he crying about this and he crying about that. Who are we going to have to laugh at this summer? I mean, I don't like, well, no, I can't even say that. The real Lowell's clown, no mental deficiency, no mental illness, no, those people aren't really fun to follow. I mean, it's just, I don't like seeing certain people being taken advantage of, and that's kind of what I see. With him, no. And his whole channel is geared to what again? Oh, that's right. Nomadic monger. So he's a traveling hoe. No, he's traveling looking for hoes. Is that right? Oh yeah, I can't, Leanie, as soon as I heard him say that night, I told G, I said, sorry, but can't do it. Every time he goes in there, it's a pity party for him. He doesn't listen to anything. But how many videos can one man do about his shenanigans with the, let's see, if he's a monger, then they're a whore. So chasing his whores, be it male or female, keep all the avenues open here, folks. Um, he put as you shall his personal. Oh, I know, Joseph. It's like, really? They don't want to have anything to do with him, and this just absolutely solidifies that he's what he's now. He's actually being honest for probably the first time in his life. He's not Elvis Travels. He is a monger. Not much nomadic right now, but he is. That's what he is. He's a monger, 24/7. You know, his he said one time in Rosie's way back, way back, that, hey, Dervit, aloha, that the greatest accomplishment or the job that he would have that he would love is to be a bouncer at a swingers club. Um, right. Well, now he's just proven that that's that's his goal in life. And I thought it was funny. Somebody put up a picture of him, and the caption said, "Yeah, he looks like somebody has to pay for it. Pay for it." And I thought, that's the gray coffin suit, with the aviators and the dye and the handkerchief and the blah blah blah. You know. Um well, for men, Joseph, yes. You do they don't allow single men in a lot of the clubs. I don't even know if they have them anymore, especially after COVID. And I couldn't imagine getting up close and personal with anybody right now. But that was his, to him, if that happened, that's the thing he's trying to achieve. Well, he doesn't have the smarts to be a pimp. So, that's out. And the red boots. Oh God, the red boots. And the pink leisure suit. I wonder if he's going to be sporting those this summer, or did he grow out of them? I think he grew out of them. Well, when you have to unbutton your pants to sit down anywhere, then you might want to back away from the shawarmas a little bit, But having to earn money to feed himself now instead of the, the lemmings going toward the edge of the cliff, he probably eats a whole lot different than he did when he was Elvis. ELBO. He's still ELBO. uh, like Anne Margaret. God. But he's talking about going to Thailand and Colombia and places in between. There's one thing that's required for that, though, and that's something he doesn't really have. Well, there's two things that he doesn't really have. He really doesn't have the smarts to travel abroad. Let's, just, and dang it. Hey, Brad, aloha. And he doesn't have the money. It costs money, dinero, dollars, pesos, whatever country you go to. And somebody was so kind in Twitter today to put a link to the AIDS crisis, the drug abuse, the violence that these border towns now have. So, and let me just, we'll back up to, I think it's been, what, year and a half, 2 years now since he and Rosie made their way up to the infamous Mustang Ranch. But I called the ranch that evening when they got turned away. And he says, "Oh, it's Rosie's fault that they wouldn't let me, that they wouldn't let us in." No, wrong. Are you kidding? For one, you both look like you're kind of homeless at the time, you know, in the ice cream van. And you got one guy over here drooling on himself and another one with wigs and big tits. Knowing that you don't have money to go there, why did you even go? So, because you wanted to sit down and have a beer. Newsflash, that's not how it works. Usually, how they operate is you have an appointment ahead of time. Yes, they used to do the lineups, but that's back in what what's the name of that channel that used to do, like the Playboy channel or whatever. You know, it's on an appointment system. You can't just roll up and say, "Oh, I'll take him." Well, no, that's the gardener. No, he's not one of the girls. Sorry. Because we all know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I don't think he'll go anywhere either. Not only that he's too afraid, it's that he doesn't have common sense. Yeah, thank you, Stitching Girl. Yeah. Well, I went and read up on some newer ones. That one was a few years old. And the problem now is the cartels. The violence on the border towns and, bodies in the street, drug wars. That's nowhere for a bumbling idiot to be. And let's just face it, that's all he is a bumbling idiot. He'd get hurt, yeah, either that or he'd be in a fetal position, curled up on the curb, out in the gutter in the street, But he knows how to diffuse situations. Yeah, right. We've seen you do that. Quinn, two N's, anyone? But why would it be so bad for him to at least give us a few laughs this summer? If nothing else, just to watch him sweat his balls off in Chicago this summer. I mean, he was already bitching about it a month ago. It's getting hot. Oh, I don't know about the generator. I'm gonna have to figure out, Really? Well, that's it, Jiro. He has no street smarts. He really doesn't. And he may live on the streets, but he's not smart about it. That kind of smarts you can't teach. Either you got it or you don't. Either you're a Poindexter or you're not. And frankly, he's kind of a Poindexter. Yeah, Dervit. Well, but he has gone and seen his mom. Now, what took him so long? I don't know. All I know is he went and saw her. And You know, you got to kind of give him. No, I'm not going to give him props for that. He should have been done in that all the whole way. Anyway, Gerald, that was another topic of conversation. Was the guy um, that he took so much pride in getting fired from the job? Hopefully, he's got a cousin in the Russian mafia. You know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. No, he shouldn't have put her online. No, he looked. But you know what, Stitching Girl, it really proved the point that we say and comment on is that he'll use anybody or anything for views, even his own mother. He just proved us right. You know, and thank God, you know, nothing happened in the last year. But my question is, he said that he had to tell his sisters what the new requirements were. Are they not seeing her either? I don't get it. I'm kind of confused on that. Well, I thought it was funny when she asked him, "Are you married?" No, I'm not married. Duh. But I was waiting for her to rub his waiting for her to rub his belly and ask you, "When's the baby due? When am I going to be a grandma?" No, she's a ward of the state. Yep. She is just housed. And unfortunately, you know, she's either dementia or Alzheimer's. And living free Mikey must be in hot water. How come? Yes, he is confused about himself. So are we. Oh God, Derby. You know, I wasn't going to comment on Shani unless somebody brought her up. All I have to say is, you're a liar too. Every time you open your mouth, you're lying. And I'm sorry. There's nobody that's gonna go put cat shit in a litter box that actually didn't have any litter in it. Talk about Kitty Roca. Mm-mm-mm. Smooth and creamy. Mm-hmm. Sorry. But what a hot mess they are. Good grief. You know, we thought, and I have to backtrack here a little bit. That we didn't think there was anybody worse than ELBO. Well, Richie Rich proved us wrong. And then we thought, oh, nobody can be worse than Richie Rich. Well, then these two idiots, Shani and Rev, pop up. I'd never, sorry, I'd never really watched her before. I've heard the name once or twice, but didn't pay too much attention to it. But if your mod on your channel is Carlos Martinez, I'm going to leave that thought there. Darn it. Well, Derby, that's right. But And what I have to say about, she thinks she's Mother of the Year. Unfortunately, her children are now at the age that they're going to start really seeing the world for what it is. And because I've worked with kids who just come out of foster care, that her children really, really, really need something stable, somewhere clean, somewhere where they're not walking on eggshells all the time for fear of making their mom mad. These are the kind of children who grow up to be, well, serial killers, you know? Um, and everybody was saying, well, what about the kids? What about you? There's a lot going on behind the scenes that people just don't get. And exactly, Dervit, just like that. Him too, who still shit where they live and piss in jugs. Well, I know they're everywhere, but why do they always come into this little corner of YouTube? Well, I guess I said it when I said Carlos Martinez. He introduced us to Cyrex, I think, didn't he? Who else? Oh, Michelle Delaney. There's another few of them that people said, "Oh, go check this person out," and it's like, "Oh, no, no." Mm-mm. Well, she is very sick. She is. Unfortunately, her sickness doesn't allow her to see reality for what it is. When somebody puts two pieces of paper in front of you, one of them's blue and one of them's red, we know which one is blue and which one is red. She doesn't see those. She sees trees, you know? Her way of thinking is flawed. Unfortunately, there's children involved. And it really gets to me. Yeah, Brad, exactly. Yes, it is. The addiction is very strong. And especially when you have an addictive personality anyway, obviously they smoke like freight trains. Um, they're basically lazy and don't do anything. That's very obvious. Nobody came in and ransacked your house and put nasty, dirty sheets on your kid's bed. They didn't come in and throw cat shit in a empty kitty litter. And you say you've changed that when? You probably haven't touched that since you moved in. Oh, and let's talk about the $700,000 they went through in what, 3 months? No, 3 years. Did the kids get anything? Not any of the videos I saw. They got ridiculed and told, this is costing too much. We'll never do this again. Um, they're just a fixture for her. I You got to go potty? Hmm? I'm going to take a break for a minute. Take Waddy out. I'll be right back. Come here. Okay. Dervit, you're absolutely correct. Yeah, and Brad, what the money they did spend on, they abandoned it. I mean, who does that? But I guess if she's running from the authorities taking her children, yeah, you know, nothing for the kids, right? Well, whoever and however he was the executor of his mother's will, um should have put a stipulation in there that he doesn't get it all at once. Uh, J.G. Wentworth, it's my money and I want it now. Mm-mm. Um, I would say drugs and food and toys, Dervit. Well, they bought a $60,000 Dodge Durango, but I guess it's only leased, so God knows, you know. But there is a channel. It's Crude AF, who is actually trying to gather and make an estimate of where it was spent and how it was spent. Hey, by J.B. Weld, right? Oh gosh, great channel, Andrew. That guy is absolutely incredible. Okay. Yeah, laptops everywhere and not a phone between them. I mean, how do you not have a cell phone? How do you, if you don't have a cell phone, how are you live streaming your, God, it was like the Griswolds, go to Disneyland or Wally World or wherever the hell they're going. An inheritance from his mom, apparently. Not Channy, but Revs. And of course, the only reason she probably married him is now it's hers too. He didn't have say on it, and from the video that I saw of the night that she got arrested for basically beating on him, because it's not always the women that get beat on. Sometimes it's the little ones, the little boys, when there's an Epidus Rex, um, you know, kind of relationship. Oh, Leanie, you happen to bring that up right at the right time. Oh God, here I go. Okay. I wish someone would have warned me because I didn't read the disclaimer when I clicked on the link, and it took me to their OnlyFans Twitter page. I was horrified. I didn't even know what OnlyFans or fans only, whatever it is, that you could have images and videos like that open to the public. Yeah, yeah, I did. I did follow the link. I should have read the disclaimer. Because then things you just can't unsee. But it's there. And uh, uh, once again, I'm speechless. It may be a troll account, but it's all their content. Um, uh, yeah, some things you just can't unsee, you know. Although we did learn who wore the pants in the family, and it's not Jason. Sorry, I gotta take my stuff out for dinner. I'm having pizza, homemade pizza tonight. Pizza, pizza. Here you go, bud. Here, go get your water. But I didn't know that was what the link was for. Because I don't. Andrew is the opposite of elbow. Somebody has to be. There's got to be a yin to the yang, you know. Okay, let's see. All right. Yeah, I may have to seek counseling after seeing that those images, and ooh. Sorry, Waddy's in the background. Crunch, crunch, crunch. So how do you how do you guys feel about ELBO coming back but not being able to have revenue or from it or anything? Because I do need an exorcist. Exactly. My eyes, my eyes. Well, she needs help. I don't know if jail is what she needs, but she needs to experience a day in the life of her boys. Have somebody screaming at them, having to walk on eggshells for the fear of pissing off mom, you know. Elbows defeated. Well, yeah, but he'll try to get monetized. Well, that's when we take him out. You know, let him go. Hey, Cindy, aloha. Let him go until, you know, he thinks he's going to be able to get AdSense again. But I don't. What's his content going to be? You know, probably pretty boring, like it's been forever. Still, yeah, he's still going to be an e-beggar. Yeah, go ahead now, Cindy. What you got? His new channel name is, okay, I'll put it in here. There we go. But there's like 4 or 5 already with that name. There's a few on Oh, yeah, that person. Um, well, let me just say what I think about that situation is, Nick, pain is a consequence for your actions. Pain is a consequence of your, how do I want to put this? How did I say it? God, I forgot. Pain is a consequence of your carelessness. So I don't know what the videos were you trying to convince people of this drug or that drug. You know, some things you just don't need to put out there because, you know, your wife did a video where she's sitting in the chair and she was not herself. I'm not going to speculate what was wrong, but I will say it looked like she was dozing. So, yeah, there's that. And you might just have to live through the pain for a while. You know, suck it up, buttercup. You did it to yourself. And the last thing you really want to do is demand that your doctor give you this drug or that drug. Usually that's when they say, well, I'm not going to prescribe that to you, especially if you whine about it too loud. Um, that's Derby. That's yeah, me too, stitching girl. That that's one of the accounts that was made when he said he was going to start a channel named Nomadic Monger. That's one of our inner circles channel. Oh, and then Beta Boy made one, and you know, he can't get. Did he get did he get the Twitter handle? I mean, can you only have one Twitter name? I don't know how that works. Yeah, it was somebody in Boy. Yep. Because it's amazing. You know, I'm 5 and 6 hours ahead of or 3 and 6 hours ahead of the West Coast and the East Coast. And if there's something going on in the morning, West Coast, East Coast, my phone starts buzzing at 3 and 4 in the morning. Last night, it went off about 10 times. And I vowed that I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look. But when I did open it up this morning, it was like, oh, more than one thing. Oh, more than two things. Oh, well, yeah. You know, so I always know it's been a fun morning when I wake up and my phone's blowing up. He changed name, but same Twitter account. Okay. What do you want? Do you want a bacon? Hmm? You're being a brat, you know that. Are you a good boy? Bacon, bacon. Bacon, bacon. All right. Stupid pet tricks. Sit. Good boy. Well, he needs to go back there too sometime, Tears for Beers. You know, just saying. I don't know if Patrick is or not. I mean, I would think that he's still underage this summer, but you know, it could be wrong. Remember, he did say he was 19 or 18 or whatever it was. Used to be a regular when Butterbean wasn't his peak. Yeah, but look at all the entertainment he brought us. You know, an example to point to our children. Children, don't grow up to be ELBO. You know? And there's always one takeaway from the whole thing is that ELBO never had children. So there's one takeaway for life, you know. So many laughs back then. Yeah, now it's kind of changed. It's, you know, it's who can you know, dox who, and who can get dirt on this person, and who can make up enough lies that people will believe them, and schoolyard bullshit, and whining and crying saying you're going to pour a gallon of gasoline over your head and light yourself on fire. It's like, really? I don't find that entertaining. I don't, you know, it's a good thing that Richie Rich quit doing YouTube, because honestly, it's too much. You know, and there's somebody else who walked away today from Boyd, but I don't know if we're all consider who people are considered Boyd, you know, but I don't consider myself Boyd. I'm just me. Oh, you can't pull out Ella's new tablet. Oh, really? Did he get deleted already? Well, let's check. All right, inquiring minds want to know. Let's see. Survey says oh, good grief.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my new channel, Nomadic Monger. To let all of you know who I am, who am I? Well, my name is Nomadic Monger. I am from the Chicago
ELBO
area. And I am a nomad. I'm very
no, you're not.
The RV
you're a wannabe.
Community. I have been living in my Class B camper van.
Yeah, because you're a loser.
Ford Econoline E250 Coachman Class B camper van since August of 2015. This August of 2021
something to brag about.
Will be 6 years of me living the van life. And all of you know that have seen me throughout the years know that I've enjoyed sharing my life and travels with the audience for many, many years. I've enjoyed doing the food reviews and
let's just make one thing perfectly clear. Last winter, before he went to Florida, he was living with his sister. And I have proof. So there's that. So he's not been in his van for 6 years. No.
Home reviews and van life and travel, but now my channel is going to be taking a little bit of a change in turn from what I've done in the past.
Oh, what?
Many of you know that I've enjoyed my travels and times in Mexico. In 2019, I traveled to Los Algodones, Mexico for some dental work.
Okay, he tells us this story. What other stories has he got to tell? Can this support a whole channel? I don't think so. And shall we start a pool to see who he's going to attack first? Is it going to be Rosie? Is it going to be me? Is it going to be Ricardo? Just who is he going to go after first? I actually raised my hand and, okay, I'm in.
Mexicali, Mexico, and San Luis, Mexico, and also, obviously, Tijuana, Mexico. And I had a great time. So this channel is going to be, it's not going to be what I did in the past. I'm not going to be doing motorhome reviews or food reviews or interviewing vendors, anything of that nature, or food reviews. I'm not going to be doing any of that. I'm going to be doing adult content. This channel will be adult rated.
Great.
And, I'm looking forward to doing some great content and talking and showing all of you guys a little bit about mongering
Hey, J Money, aloha.
in Mexico. This channel will be talking about mongering in Mexico, adult mongering in Mexico, specifically the towns that I've had some experience in, which are Mexicali, Mexico, San Luis, Tijuana, and Los Algodones. We'll be talking about legal mongering in the state of Nevada in the United States, but I will not be talking about illegal mongering of any shape or form, whether it be in the United States or any other country. It will all
Patrick, that's all I got to say. Patrick.
Be about legal mongering in the United States, specifically Nevada, which is the only town that has legal mongering in the United States.
No, you mean
also
state.
in my experience in Mexico. This is where this channel is going to be about. Nothing more, nothing less.
Well, that's going to have a lot of content there.
I follow men going their own way MGTOW. I'm a foodie, I'm a van dweller, and I enjoy travel. And my goal is to have this channel as an international mongering guide for all nomads, and for all people who have the interest in mongering. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel Nomadic Monger. Say hello in the comment section below. Let me know where you are from and where have you mongered in your life, internationally or domestically. But
now, one question: who in their right mind is going to say, "Oh, I'm a whoremonger"? Oh, but don't tell my wife, right? Right.
There are going to be a lot of videos coming up on this channel. I will share my experiences with all of you, specifically in Mexico.
Well, that'll take 15 minutes.
I will share also an experience that I had at the Mustang Ranch in Nevada. But this channel is...
I have the details about the Mustang Ranch, folks. They didn't even get in the gate. They didn't get in the gate. They were turned away before they even passed the truck yard. I actually talked to the girl in the office that evening. That's the infamous hot mic that Rosie had. And if you noticed in that, he never said one word. He kept his mouth shut because I was waiting for Rosie to backhand him. Damn, and she didn't do it. Duh!
Want to be geared towards one thing and one thing only, and that is mongering. So I look forward to hearing from all of you, whether you're a nomad, whether you're not, whether you're a fellow mongerer, whether you're not. I'm looking forward to hearing from all of you, ladies and gentlemen, in the comment section below.
Who wants to brag about them having to buy sex? I mean, really. You know, for one, there's a reason why it's taboo. Can we say sexually transmitted diseases? Can we say terminal jock itch? Bug infestations? And a myriad of other nasty little parasites.
Where you're from, and let me know what countries or cities or towns in Mexico or the United States, or as a matter of fact, all over the world that you've been to. We as mongers are very, very well educated on what's going on. Cleopatra! I have a really important interest for me to get to Medellin, Colombia, Punta, Puerto Plata, Sosua, Dominican Republic, Costa Rica.
Oh, he's done his homework.
Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, the Philippines, Thailand, Germany, Amsterdam, and many, many other countries that are out there.
Gotta have money.
Many, many other countries, the Philippines. There's many, many countries out there, India, that are great for mongering. We're going to start off with a base here. So I look forward to meeting many of you. Right now, I am working and trying to save my money here in Chicago. Between now and December, hopefully, I'll have some money together to make a nice mongering trip. And one of my goals is
oh yeah, Cindy, that's the wrong one.
Mexican border town, every major Mexican border town that borders the United States and Mexico. So hopefully, my dream will come true this year if my finances are right. And we'll start off in Texas.
Maybe the pimps will see him as you know, a dude that, well, might have money, but then again may not.
Go to every border town there. Go to every major border town in New Mexico, and also in Arizona, and then head
pouring your way across
the
border of Mexico.
Going down south into Matamoros, Reynosa, Laredo, Boys Town, El Paso.
Oh, Boys Town.
And also going to Nogales, Ciudad Acuna, Nogales, New Mexico, and heading on into Los Algodones and San Luis and Mexicali, and ending up in Tijuana, which is the the holy grail of mongering in Mexico, right? The red light district of Mexico. So I'm looking forward to sharing my life and travels with all of you. This is just a little preview of what this channel is going to be about and what we have to come. We will be planning this trip. It's not 100% if it's going to happen. I'm going to be going somewhere this year. Will I fly to Dominican Republic? Will I fly to Colombia? Will I fly to Costa Rica? Will I go to Thailand or Philippines? Or will I just continue on with the van life this winter and head on down to the American-Mexican border and enjoy the nice weather and enjoy the senoritas and enjoy the cold beer and enjoy the good tacos? And that's what Mexico has to offer. So hopefully I'll be merging two communities into one, because obviously I am a van dweller, nomad, RVer, and living the van life here. So two communities are going to come into one. So looking forward to hearing from all of you. Don't know what my future holds here for wandering, but these are some of my interests that I have. As far as the van life RV community goes, I'll be incorporating that into this channel in a very mediocre way. In other words, we'll show people the van life, what it has to do with, for example, I'm not going to show people here where to park by the beach anymore or stuff like that. I'm going to be showing where to park when you get to Mexican border towns. Is it what it's like if you go across the border? Stuff that relates to mongering. In other words, the van life and anything.
Oh, he's such an aficionado of it.
In Mexico, for example, where you could park at and stuff like that. Anything that combines the van life and nomadic life with the mongering life will be going hand in hand. So we'll be talking about stuff like that. I'm trying to bring the two communities together and be kind of a revolution on this type of.
Now he's going to start a revolution.
Hopefully, I'll be showing people where you can park your van, where you can park your RV if you want to go into Mexico, how much it costs, and what these towns are like. And we're bringing, like I said, I will be bringing
takes money.
Together, the nomadic community and the mongering community. So, ladies and gentlemen,
what is mongering?
It's called the Lisa Marie because I am.
Mongering is the search and find sex for money, for lack of a better explanation. Actually, let me do this. Urban Dictionary. Let's see what it says. Urban Dictionary. What is mongering? What is a monger? Okay. Okay, so it's short for whoremonger. I knew that, but I want to make sure. One who frequents whores and prostitutes. In a sentence, he is a true monger. Even his vacations are all to primo or fucking destinations. Oh God, that's just too much. Really? So that's what it is. It's the chasing of whores. Paying for sex. And like somebody said, he looks like somebody needs to pay for it.
Steven Seagal, many have said. Now, it kind of resembled a little bit of both, but I think I'm better looking than both, right? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
wait, what?
Or Steven Seagal, many have said. Now, it kind of resembled a little bit of both, but I think I'm better looking than both. Free, because I am an Elvis tribute artist, even though the nomadic community and the mongering community. So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, the van that I live in is called the Lisa Marie because I am an Elvis tribute artist, even though I look like John Belushi.
You've never done anything about Elvis. You can't even hold a tune.
I think I'm better looking than both, right? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I am
Steven Seagal.
King of freedom. You're king of the free world. You're nomadic king.
Steven Seagal's another washed-up wannabe.
Nomadic monger. And my home here, the Lisa Marie. That's what they call my van. All my fans. I'm going to be here for a long time.
You don't have fans.
Travels with all of you, all over the world. So please.
Obviously, you don't.
All my comments are held for approval because
you're chicken shit to have people.
Remember, don't hate the player, hate the game.
No, we hate the player. It's always the same game.
I've always had game. So I look forward to hearing from all of you.
Please, if you have to pay for sex, you don't have game.
Also, if you enjoyed my content in the past,
just
and
saying.
I have to bring here on Nomadic Monger, make sure you click that PayPal.me link below and on my
yes, Steve C. Yes, he will.
If you enjoy what
that's
here
what he goes for.
Monger. Looking forward to sharing my travels, my mongering travels, and my van life with all of you behind that screen. As of now,
no, we're in front of the screen, you dipshit.
I bid you farewell. Have a wonderful day from my home, Lisa Marie, as always, from an undisclosed location.
Okay. Any guesses on how long it'll take him to call me out on this? Any guesses? I'm thinking tomorrow. Because I think tomorrow's his day off, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's one of those 2 days. No one's going to give him money for whoring. Are you kidding? And he makes what, $13 an hour? Well, that's going to get you far. Not only that, he doesn't want to pay for it either. He just wants them to rub up against him, and do it. Ew. Okay, stop. Some things you just can't unsee. Stop. Image in my head. Stop. Too late. Well, we've seen how he handles situations. And let's just say that if somebody came up to him on the streets in another country and either pretends or actually does hold a knife to him, he would probably faint on the ground and assume the fetal position. Because we saw how he handled Quinn, two ends, right? And there's a couple of other ones. But anyway, so how long I've been on here? Let me see. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm going to go ahead and say hello to all you guys. Thanks for coming in. We always have a good laugh. And if you have somebody that you want to bring to our attention to look at and laugh at, and I don't mean that in a bad way, not laugh at the person, but maybe the actions. Well, even some of the people. What am I talking about? Hell, Yeah, there's a lot of elbow stuff out there. You know, there are a few people who probably have most of his videos, if not all of the current ones in the past maybe year or two. Oh, Cindy, that question, not sure yet. I'll look into it. I know what you mean though. Hey, Mrs. Wombat, aloha. So everybody have a good week, good Monday. Stay safe. And until next time, aloha. Thanks, mods.